Hey everybody, I want to talk about a dream I had last night. Right before going to bed, I was really in the spirit, and anyway, to the dream. An awesome experience. I want to share it. Okay, so in the dream, I'm in this assembly, and there's probably thousands of people, and at least, and we're all gathered together. I think most of them are believers. I don't know if we're gathered there on our own free will, or if we're rounded up in a way, but there's just thousands of people, and everybody's either sitting down on the ground or on their knees, and people are praying, and people are asking God for to see visions and miracles and this and that, and I'm not sure what the base of the assembly was, but anyway, the Spirit came over me, and God was pretty much telling me, He's like, some of the people, and myself included in the past, we're looking to God to work on our lives. Like, God, show us our purpose, and give me visions and give me ways to prophesy to people. And God was pretty much telling me, He's like, look, I want you to seek me. He's like, if you come seeking me, then all these other things will just come to you. It's like, don't come to me just for what I can do for you. Come to me out of praise and out of love and out of admiration. And when you do that, then I'm going to open the storehouses for you, and you're going to experience anything and everything that you're wanting from the relationship with me. But come to me just for the praise and glory of me, of the relationship. And that kind of spoke to me because, sometimes, I'll be, watching videos or praying and stuff. I'll come across a certain verse. I'm just so excited about it. I'm like, man, God, use me like that. Give me, just work in my life like that. And I kind of forget to really just enjoy my time with God, just to kind of praise Him for who He is, and just to glorify Him for being awesome and mighty, and for everything He does in my life. So the Spirit came over me, and in my dream, I'm like, okay, that makes sense. And a lot of people in the assembly were also, I guess, guilty of the same thing. So I start making this thing for God, and I'm making it out of some kind of like bread, like almost like some corn bread, I guess. And I don't know what I was making. In my dream, I knew exactly what I was making. I had a mission, and I was constructing this thing out of this bread, and it was almost like a praise item for God. I was making Him just something cool, just to say, God, thank you, pretty much, And as I'm making it, I'm really taking my time on it. I'm forming it, and as it's getting close to completion, these guys are walking around, and they're easier to spot because they're the only people standing up, and they're walking through this whole crowd of everybody who's sitting down. And again, all the believers are sitting down, and these guys who are walking around are almost like and the main guy I could tell was Egyptian. I don't know how I knew that. Just in my dream, I knew that he was an Egyptian, and he had other people of Middle Eastern descent kind of walking around. And he comes up close to me, he looks at what I'm making, and instantly he realizes that I'm making something for the Lord. And he points at it, and he starts talking to somebody else in a different language I can't understand, but I can pretty much get the gist of what he's saying. And then these guys start surrounding the area, and they try to take this item away from me that I'm making for the Lord. And all of a sudden the Spirit of the Lord comes on me, and it's like I get this strength of like 1,000 men, and I just start whooping up on these guys, man. I'm laying them down, and usually it's like one hit takes them out, every now and then 2 or 3, but I'm talking like Samson strength, and was just tearing these guys up. And it was a really empowering feeling. If you've ever had a dream kind of like that, some dreams you have, like, if you ever had a fight dream, and like you're trying to punch, it's like, oh, you're punching in slow motion, and it's like you're just like a pillow, and you're not doing any damage. This was not like that. This was like I could pick up a house and throw it at you kind of strength. I mean, I was just tearing it up. And anyway, so feeling really empowered, and just I start tearing these guys up, and it's like almost like God just gave me the strength to get rid of these enemies, the enemies of Him, and people who are trying to take away His praise and glory, I guess. So I let these guys waste, and then I come up to another guy, and I've probably taken out a large group. I mean, a pretty large group of individuals. Just myself, just my bare hands. Some of them had guns and rifles and stuff, and I'm taking them out with my hands. Bop, bop. Anyway, so then I come across a guy who I kind of jerk up, and I'm about to fight with him too. And sorry, my kids are out playing in my yard. We got snow the other night, but anyway, these so I grabbed this guy, and he says, no, he's talking to me in a different language, and but I can understand him, and it's I don't know the language. I want to say it was almost like Hebrew or something, but I could understand what he was saying, even though it wasn't a language I understand, in the real world, or in outside of my dream, and he's telling me that he's a follower of God, and then I look around, and the people are rejoicing, and everybody's like, "Woo!" Because obviously I just took out, that was the enemy, and at that point I kind of realized they were watching over us. I guess it was almost like everybody was forced into this big building, and like I said, we were all sitting on the ground, but everybody was still praying. So it was almost like something had happened, where all these Christians were gathered together, and all these men with guns were kind of keeping an eye on us, but we were still, trying to praise God and seek Him and everything. So anyway, everybody's kind of rejoicing, and then these two individuals, and they almost looked Asian. It was an older woman and an older man, and they begin singing, and I start singing praises with them, and then everybody starts joining in, and it becomes just like this awesome praise and worship, and we're just praising God, and I'm singing in a almost a Hebrew tongue, and again, I knew what I was saying, but right now, as I was listening to it and going back, I don't know what the words were. It was a totally different language, but as I was saying it, I knew what I was doing. I was singing right along with these people, this unknown language, and it was awesome. And we had a great praise worship, and then this is kind of crazy. And then I wake up, and when I wake up, my bed is shaking, and my 2-year-old had climbed up on it and was jumping and making the whole bed shake. But I would just kind of wake up, and my bed's rocking after a dream like that. It was pretty wild. But anyway, kind of cool. So I had some time to think about it. I've been praying about it, and I went to God, and I was just really thanking Him, because like I said, I woke up and I just felt like $1,000,000. It was just an amazing dream, and I woke up and I'm praising God for it, and I'm asking Him, kind of send me some confirmation and what it is you're trying to tell me. And man, did He come through, as always, as He does. And He sent me to Psalms chapter 30. And let me just read this out to you, because this is great. I will exalt you, Lord, for you rescued me. You refused to let my enemies triumph over me. O Lord my God, I cried for you for help, and you restored my health. You brought me up from the grave, O Lord. You kept me from falling into the pit of death. Sing to the Lord, all you godly ones. Praise His holy name. For His anger lasts only a moment, but His favor lasts a lifetime. Weeping may last through the night, but joy comes in the morning. When I was prosperous, I said, nothing can stop me now. Your favor, O Lord, made me secure as a mountain. Then you turned away from me, and I was shattered. I cried out to you, O Lord. I begged the Lord for mercy, saying, what will you gain if I die? If I sink into the grave, can my dust praise you? Can it tell you of your faithfulness? Hear me, Lord. Have mercy on me. Help me, O Lord. You have turned my mourning into joyful dancing. You have taken away my clothes of mourning and clothed me with joy, that I might sing praises to you and not be silent. O Lord my God, I will give you thanks forever. And anyway, that was my dream. It was amazing. I hope somebody got some encouragement out of it. I'm going to go play with my kids in the snow, but I just wanted to leave that message while it was still fresh in my mind. I hope there's one right now. All right, I love everybody. God bless. And man, I'll see y'all soon up there.